guys, and welcome to another vlog. So as I said last time, I'm going to do a DCP Disney College Program Q&A this time. So I've got a lot of questions and I'm gonna get right into it. I had been to Disney World many times before I did the Disney College Program. I actually went the December before I did the Disney College Program, and that's kind of what made me decide that I wanted to get into the Disney College Program and just see if I could actually get into it. And so since I had been to Disney many times before, I was pretty knowledgeable about getting around, and it got even easier the more you work there, because then you get to know the faster ways around to get around people. And then of course once you work there, there's the cast member entrances and everything that you get to learn and know, so it gets you there a lot quicker too. So the apartments for the DCP members are, I'd say they're about 5 to 10 minutes depending on traffic and everything. They're about 5 to 10 minutes away from Disney property. They're kind of, I don't know any of the roads there, otherwise I would tell you, but it's kind of a bit off. It's where a lot of the major hotels that are close to Disney are. It's kind of in that area. It's if you know the big huge outlet mall area right there close to Disney, it's right around in that area. Being a cast member didn't really spoil any of the magic for me. If anything, it made it even more fun because you actually get to create part of that magic, which is always really fun. I remember one of my outfits when I was at the Emporium, it was actually a skirt. So anytime a princess came in, I would curtsy, and the princesses just loved that to death. It was the most fun I've ever had at a job, and I can't wait to hopefully do that again. Okay, so the toy that my roommate stole was... Do I have him out? So it was a bear, exactly like this one, almost. I think this is a little bit different, but he looked pretty much exactly like this. And the funny thing is, I remember looking back that day on the bus home, because I had this habit of taking him to work with me because he kept me calm. And I remember specifically looking behind me that day on the bus to make sure I hadn't left it on the bus. So I knew it was in my bag. But, I mean, it's never been confirmed whether or not she stole it, but yeah, he was a bear. He looked kind of exactly like this. And I only have this one because I went back to the DCP directors after that, and they gave me a new one, and so I have this one instead. It's not exactly the same, but what can you do? They couldn't get the actual bear bag to me, so he works. I did not get to the point where I got to have my graduation ears. The program that I signed up for, Fall Advantage, was from June until basically like January 2nd or 3rd, and I had to leave October 1st, so I didn't even get halfway maybe through my program before I had to leave. So I didn't get my graduation ears, I didn't get any of my certificates or anything that said that I had done it, so I kind of missed out on everything, but you know, health first. The best part about working at the Emporium was that I was around everyone. I was in the park, so I got to see little kids dressed up. I got to see everyone enjoying their trip. I got to hear wishes every single night, which was amazing. I got to hear all the parades every day that I was working. So it was really fun to actually be in the middle of that magic and to actually be in the parks, which was something that I wanted from the beginning. So that was definitely the best part about working in the Emporium. I do have a picture of myself in my cast member uniform somewhere. I may have it on Tumblr somewhere, but if I didn't, it's probably lost on my old laptop hard drive, so it'll be lost forever. But I might have it somewhere. If I do, I will put it in right after the segment. If not, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know that I ever specifically had any best or worst customer experiences, at least not that I can remember. I didn't have anyone get mad at me or anything, so there's that to be happy about, but I don't know. There's not really any specific best or worst ones that I had, but pretty much I loved all the ones where there were little children, because I'm such a kid person, so anytime that they had a little kid that I got to play with or curtsy to while their parents were checking out, those were always the best ones for me. I personally never got any cast exclusive items, but that's mainly because I don't think anything was really happening while I was there. Like, there weren't any big movie anniversaries or anything like that. So, I personally never really got anything special, but, it does happen. There are cast member exclusive events and stuff like that. Like, they have, cast member Disney pin exchanges and stuff like that. So, there are things that happen. I don't think I experienced any of them while I was there, because I was only there for 3 months. I've stayed friends with most of the people I met there. I'm still friends on Facebook with 2 or 3 of them? 4 of them? I don't remember. We started out with 8. One of them left. And then another one left. And then we got 2 more from Australia. And I wasn't there long enough with the 2 Australian girls to really form a kind of bond with them, so I don't have any contact with them. Obviously I don't have any contact with the person who was rude to me. So that leaves the original 7. I'm one of them, so that was the original 6. I stayed in contact with my roommate. I won't say her name because I don't have her permission to. I stayed in touch with the other roommate on our side of the house. I stayed in touch with one of the girls who left, the first girl who left. She was like my best buddy on the program. We did everything together that we could. I didn't really stay friends with the other one that I met. And then the other 2 girls, one of them I'm still friends with Facebook on. The other one, I don't know what happened. I was friends with her, and now I guess I'm not. I'm not sure what happened, but I still keep in contact with a good 3 or 4 of them, so it's really nice. I think one of them actually still works there, and another one actually just got off her 2nd program, so I'm really proud of her. And yeah, we're all still friends. We all still have inside jokes with each other. We still talk to each other, we'll come on each other's walls and say how we miss each other, and still wish each other happy birthday and everything. So it's lifelong friends. You remember these people for a really long time. So I was in ESPN and the Emporium about an equal amount of time. I was there for about a month and a half at ESPN, and I was there for about a month and a half at the Emporium. So it was pretty equal, but the Emporium felt a lot faster because I was still in training when I left, I guess. So it felt like I was there for a lot shorter amount of time. But they both had their fun days. They both had their bad days. So I mean, and that's how a normal job is. So working at Disney is just like any other job. You work 5 days of the week, you're off for 2 days of the week, unless you exchange shifts or anything like that, in which case you may end up working more than 5 days one week and be off more than 2 days the next week. But usually it's 5 days on, 2 days off. Now it can be you work 2 days, you're off 1 day, you work 3 and then you're off 1, or it can be that you're off 2 days, then you work 5, and then you work your other 5 for the next week, and then you're off those 2 days. So it kind of bookends, and it's just, it can suck, because that's just how work is, and they just kind of schedule you however they want to schedule you, unless you're able to put in for a certain day off or certain scheduling, which doesn't happen very often because you're on the DCP and they just kind of tell you to stick it. Don't tell them I said that, but that's kind of how it works. Yeah, I would definitely love to work full-time in the parks if I had the opportunity. Of course, I'd have to get through the Disney College program again first, but I'd definitely like to be able to work at Disney all the time. I mean, basically, when you're on the DCP, you're full-time, because they give you more hours than they give the full-time people and the part-time people and the seasonal people, so you're basically full-time while you're there. It's just you're only there for 6 months, so. I want to do the program again because Disney is part of me. I've grown up Disney. I'll probably always be Disney. I'll always love Disney. And I just want to be able to make magic for everyone, because magic has always been made for me, and I just kind of want to carry the Disney torch on. I just kind of, I love Disney, and Disney is just a part of my life, and I honestly don't see me ever being able to do anything that doesn't relate to Disney in some way, form, or fashion. So yeah, that covers all of the questions I have currently about the DCP. If you guys end up sending me more, I may just have to go ahead and make another DCP Q A video. And of course, hopefully, applications for the DCP will be coming up end of January, beginning of February. So within the next week or 2, oh my gosh. That's a scary thought. But, so yeah, if you guys have any more questions about the DCP, please feel free to leave them. And again, I will answer them to the best of my abilities. It may just be a while before I do another DCP video. But, since that covers everything that I currently have, if you have any questions, comments, ideas, concerns for my sanity, you know where to leave them. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And so since I had been there at Disney for a while, which one do I do next?